遊戲啲有聲啊！為咗讓劫後重生嘅美國咧再次團結起嚟咧，一個叫 Sam 嘅送貨員咧，同小路嘅 BB 咧就開始咧向西邊咧進行大冒險啦。透過咧開約以網絡咧，讓人們咧再次聯繫起嚟啊！但就喺咧美利堅聯合國嗰度嘅歡慶日嗰日咧，山姆咧同小路咧消失唔見咗啊！儘管咧UCA 嘅官員咧試圖揾到佢哋咧，但係兩人咧仍然咧下落不明啊！呢個咧就係上週末嘅結局啊！
Who are you? Fragile?
Were you cooking?
What are you doing here?
Wow. Lou's growing up fast. You two look good. Like a happy family. Here's a gift. The finest Carol printed diapers.
Thank God. How'd you track us down?
Your neighbor got hooked up to the Carol network. Service now extends to the whole region. I let myself in with this. You can use Carol printers now, too.
Guess it's time we thought about moving. Maybe further south. You know, I'm surprised you used the front door for once.
My jumping days are behind me. Overdoing it left me with some kind of syndrome. They call it jump shock.
You care for a drink?
Thank you, but no. I should get straight to the point.
Business, huh? I mean, for a moment there, I thought maybe you wanted to catch up.
I have a job for you. Take it, and that whole mess over how you left Bridges will be wiped from the record. you won't have to live in hiding anymore.
What about Lil?
That's a little more complicated. We're talking about a Bridges asset. You'll have to work it out. Sam, you brought America together, helped it be reborn as the UCA. But I'm afraid that Death Stranding is far from over. Humanity is still in danger. Still on the brink of extinction. Don't act like you don't see it. A lot of things changed after you went off on your own. Especially within the UCA. Bridges no longer oversees the distribution network. They withdrew once things were up and running. So your friends and co-workers all went their separate ways. And that's not all. Die Man is not the president of the UCA anymore. In case you're wondering who's handling distribution now, A Pass 4000 has revolutionized the whole process. It utilizes the chiral network to manage and carry out deliveries. Within network coverage, there's no need to rely on human porters anymore. And no need for Fragile Express, of course. So after I closed up shop, I went and started a new group. One that handles work in regions outside the UCA. We decided to call ourselves Drawbridge. And we still require the services of human porters that can work outside the network. Preferably ones with dooms who can sense BTs. Sam, I'm asking you to go to Mexico. To extend the chiral network to the south. Just like you did when you went out west.
You're asking, or is this coming from the UCA?
Both. The UCA came to Drawbridge, and now I'm coming to you. So, what do you say?
點解偏偏係我咧？嗰度環境如何？嗰度有冇 BT？ 交俾我。點解偏偏係我啊
Seriously, why me?
There are several reasons I thought of you for this job. DEADMAN, for one. He's currently working at a lab in southern Mexico.
因為肥佬咧喺墨西哥嗰邊工作啊，所以我哋要揾佢係嘛？肥佬。
Very important. And there are certain things he'd like to tell you in person. 嗰度咧有冇 BT 啊 Mexico has no shortage of beached things. Spirits of the dead washed up from the other side were stranded there just like everywhere else. Any human corpse that hasn't been properly disposed of will become a BT. And any living human that comes into contact with a BT will get dragged into the depths of the tar. Giant BTs can and will emerge from the tar as well. And if they succeed in consuming a living human being, they'll trigger a void out, destroying everything nearby in a massive explosion. Several Mexican cities were wiped off the map in this way. The survivors have since become divided and isolated. As most people cannot see BTs, they live in fear of them, and that fear has made them too terrified to venture outside.
That was one reason. You got more?
I do, and this one's serious. There is some BT territory near that lab I mentioned. They monitor the chiralium levels, and recently, they've observed unusual activity. The cause is still unclear, but they seem to think there's a good chance a massive BT is headed their way. And if they're right, then I want you there, ready to kill it before it kills them. Don't forget, Sam. You were the first person in the world to ever take out a BT.
所以咧又想揾我啲料啊同埋汗啊，懟冧啲 BT 啊！唉，算啦，講落去都要叫我做噶啦。
Yeah, all right.
So you'll do it?
Uh-huh. What about Lou, though? It's not like I can take my kid with me. If I do this, can you hold the fort for me while I'm gone? Play babysitter?
We're inside the network. There's a child care app I can use. It'll be fine. The lab is only a few days away. I promise he'll be back before you know it. Link up the region as you head south, and come home safe. We'll be waiting.
No.
第一章山姆。屌 Sam。
Go on. Slide it on your thumb.
Like a ring?
戒指啊！
Try sticking your thumb out, like you're giving me a like.
好似俾 like 咁樣啊！試下先啦。叮！
Access your ring terminal to view the map. From here you can check order details as well as the cargo for delivery. Now then, let's review the mission that you'll be undertaking on behalf of Drawbridge. Your destination is a research lab in southern Mexico. When you arrive, you'll need to use the Cupid to connect it to the chiral network. Chiral communication utilizes the beach, where time barely passes. Using the Cupid in conjunction with the delivery terminal will allow us to initiate a zero-time massive data transmission. But because of the distance, it's not feasible to head straight to the lab to establish a connection. You'll need to use the way stations to extend network coverage until you're close enough to get the lab online. Latest model Cupid. Just completed. We decided to put a hold on network expansion until it was ready to go. Like last time, you'll be using it to welcome people into a whole new world. It won't be any harder than before either. The chiral network terminals are ready and waiting. Bridges saw to that. Emily's expedition split into two groups midway.
口套都識俾
The first
like。
continued west, while the second cut south into Mexico. But again, they were only able to lay the groundwork. Until you bring those terminals online with the Cupid, the network can't grow. Hungry?
No.
No more baby food for you.
Don't you get fragile any trouble while I'm gone. break my kid.
Now who wants to eat?
跑唔到嘅。
Chiral decontamination in progress. No anomalies detected.
好
Welcome, Sam.
交貨。
You must be Sam.
係啊，係 Sam 啊。
Can't have been easy to come this far south. You're here to bring us onto the Chiral network, right?
連埋線先睇到你個樣啊嘛。
We'll be able to dispose of corpses properly once you've got us online. That'll be one less thing for our residents to worry about. Anyway, I believe you have some cargo for me, yes? This cargo is in
完成訂單收到爭數咧，賺數咧252啊。內容物損傷率咯。
We wrote this stuff off as lost. Thanks for bringing it in. It's just like everyone says. Okay, use your Cupid to bring us online. The Chiral gateway you brought us should allow us to establish a connection between Mexico and the UCA. And with state-of-the-art tech at our disposal, we can...
好，我哋第一個網絡同之前一樣嗰都個 USB 係嘛？咦，嘅簽證仔個 USB 唔同咗樣啊！個 USB 唔同咗樣。起點。 不結使
Chiral network coverage successfully expanded. Commencing data collection.
可以睇到附近啲景點啦，而家。
Welcome, Sam. Please relax and enjoy your stay.
Lùi điểm kìa.
Lou.
Are you alright? If you're worried about Lou, don't be. I'll admit, this stuff is pretty new to me, but the app has been a big help. Figuring out why a baby's crying, getting the milk just warm enough. It's had the perfect advice for every situation.
Hi.
So, how does it feel to be back in the saddle?
Work's same as it ever was. It's the first time I've been away from Lou.
We're fine. Trust me. Just focus on the road, okay?
Yeah.
For you to link us up with your keep.
又開到新位啦，唉，光頭佬阿力克斯。真抗 BT 效果 ，MP 子彈而家可以對付 BT。
So, Sam, don't
我
suppose
先係
you
老
remember
屎
who I
嘅。
am. The name, I was a Bridges employee.
我當時亦
reporting
都喺
directly to
貝
DEADMAN.
橋斯嗰度咧
So
嘅員
when
工
I
嚟
was
㗎。
offered the opportunity to collaborate with him here, studying the Death Stranding and BTs, I jumped at the chance, and here I am. And now you're here too. You actually couldn't have come at a better time. Shortly before your arrival, this kind of spike, I've shared with you some MP bullets that should be very... Because if a giant BT is on the way...
又係靠我嗎？
It's hard to know when this... So for now, that's... Well,
可能附近會要對付咧巨型嘅 BT 啊！我哋先休息陣先啦。我想 upgrade 個背包先咯，總之話幾時飛 upgrade 啊？做咁少嘢都咩啊？搞到咁嘅嘢。EB。
It's been too long, Sam. You were a good friend to me. One I could never forget. Which is why I took steps to ensure that this message would only play upon your arrival. The sensors were set to scan for your biometric data. A simple enough trick. Now, this was originally a geophysics laboratory established for the study of earthquakes. And for that reason, it holds a wealth of documentation on gatequakes, tar currents, and placates. As well, I discovered, as research data on the other side. Now, what I'm about to tell you, I learned after I came to this place. Imagine that this is the lab. Though it's relatively close to the northern tip of South America, the continent is entirely cut off from us by a tar belt. And so we have no idea what's going on down there. Nor do we know the state of any continent other than our own. The researchers here were trying to establish contact with the rest of the world. They were well equipped to do so, as the facility had once been used to launch research satellites. So they tried launching a variety of probes and drones in the hope of obtaining observational data, with no success. The Earth, you see, is shrouded in a thick layer of chiralium that renders electronics inoperable at altitude. So they tried sending ships across the ocean. Oh, yes. Oh, but that failed too. The high concentration of chiralium in open water proved too corrosive, invariably causing them to sink. But then the researchers found some rather rare birds on their doorsteps. Birds not native to the region. Nice birdie, nice birdie. And that, my friend, was just the beginning. Not far from the lab, they discovered a strange anomaly. Well, the surrounding area was heavily contaminated with chiralium. Yes. This is beautiful. The researchers would later dub the anomaly a plate gate. But further investigation revealed that it came into existence when you began to expand the chiral network across North America, and that the gate grew larger in tandem with the network itself. What started as a tiny fissure in space became so much more. The researchers duly installed cameras to study the gate and its surrounding area. Now, to their surprise, they caught footage of some unusual marsupials. Yes, a kind you wouldn't expect to normally encounter in Central America, like the birds. But to confirm their suspicions, they sent an autonomous robot through the gate. The soil samples it collected were consistent with the archived geological data from the southern hemisphere. Not long after, several men and women came through the gate. They spoke English, and they confirmed that they had indeed come from faraway Australia. We finally knew the world outside North and Central America had survived. Ours was not the last bastion of humanity, but Australia had suffered the Death Stranding too. Undeterred, the researchers began working closely with Bridges and conducted a series of tests, paving the way for an expedition to Australia that would lay the groundwork for chiral network expansion. After they had first installed surveillance equipment, that is, so that the gate could be monitored from the Mexican side, a necessity to this day as Australia is not yet connected to the chiral network. The UCA may not have dreams of conquest and control, but they aren't about to let just anyone use the gate. Indeed, that's one of the reasons they were so determined to connect Australia to the network in the first place. Well, I suppose that's all I have to say about the plate gate. There's something else that I need to tell you, though. Something far more important. Mind if I pause it here? I have to go take a shower.
Gatequake detected. Sam, a gigantic BT just showed up outside. We're prepping weapons for you now. Access the terminal up top and take whatever you need. We're counting on you.
都似我同 DEADMAN 傾偈，太過分啦！我要紅袍嘅。
Access the delivery terminal to make preparations for combat.
而家可以對 BT 有效啦。 手機，我唔係魔法少女嘅。嗰部火焰炮，按住 L2嘅話。對卡地喎，幾得 slow 啊！I can fly， you can fly， 好盞用嘅。抌落個窿度先，好力！子彈啦！好套核咧！好啦喎，依家先咯，等我個口洞。抌你啫係嘛？快啦，好快！步槍嘅，冇個子彈啦！哎呀，有嘢，係近啲，冇俾佢，冇俾佢，等我個口度。食埋我！太近添。 個口。又夠熱嘅。你溝埋個白色人嘅喎。揼啦，唔好理啦。有車，有人死喺度啊！嚟講，哇！都睇過。開少少先，有套物專家。走唔到，差啲俾食咗。跟住個窿，突擊步槍，突擊步槍。有名嘅喎，着咗佢。
As I said before, there's something I need to tell you. It's about Lou. You see, after you left Bridges, I decided to do a little digging into BB-28's past. That is, Lou's. I found the BB decommissioning records. Now, according to them, BB-28 was flagged for disposal and subsequently incinerated 4 years ago, long before you and Lou first met.
That's BB-28?
This is the child officially identified as BB-28. But if you look closer, Sam, you see at once that it can't possibly be Lou. Right there at the elbow, where the birthmark should be. Nothing. Which means we have another BB-28 on our hands. The one with whom you memorably went west and back not so long ago. That is Lou. Per regulations, the serial number assigned to each BB was unique. No two units should have ever been assigned the same one. I've cross-checked the details with the most up-to-date entries in the UCA database. And indeed, there is no reason to believe BB-28 survived. All of which can only mean, Sam, that the bridge baby you carried with you on your journey across America, Lou, was never recorded in the official database. So, where then did Lou come from? Right now, your guess is as good as mine. But as worrying as that sounds, this could actually be to your advantage, since it's functionally impossible for the UCA or Bridges to track a BB of which they have no record. Which is lucky, because if they did know about a BB that could live and grow outside the pod, they'd want to secure it for study. So take comfort in the knowledge that they don't, that you're free, that you can bring up Lou in peace. How is it, by the way? The two of you living as a family? Right. I have gifts for you. A few things to take back home. An assortment of vaccines to be administered as your child grows up. We want Lou to live a long and healthy life. And it's natural for children to be afraid of shots. Maybe this will help put Lou's mind at ease. A token of my affection. You can collect it via the delivery terminal when you leave. I wonder how big Lou will get. Anyway, there's one more thing I wanted to share with you. As you know, everyone is meant to go to their own beach when they die. But unlike most people, I wasn't born from a mother. I was born from an artificial womb. Transplants provided the organs I never had. I was incomplete and had no beach, I believed. But I wasn't about to accept that. I went back home to study the Ha and Ka and the beach. I threw myself into my work, Sam. I tried. But I think I've done all that I can. In the end, I'm still a patchwork Frankenstein's monster. One that's just about worn out. As a doctor, I can tell you, I don't have long left. So I've devoted my remaining time to research. That's why I'm here, Sam. Where I can focus on the beach. There's so much data here, Sam. On beach formation, jumping via beaches, the relationship between the beach and placates. All the evidence you could ever wish for. Not enough to solve every mystery, perhaps, but enough for me to make an incredible personal discovery that I have a beach after all. It doesn't matter how I was born. I have lived as a human. And thus do I possess a beach like any other. I am not a machine, but a person with a Ha and a Ka and a beach to go with them. Lastly, I have a confession for you, along with a heartfelt apology. I told you once that I didn't have dooms. But that's not actually true. Not that I was lying, you understand. I just didn't know. It was only after I found my beach that I realized. Chiral, allergic reaction. I can feel it getting closer. I'm off to the beach, Sam. To my beach. Take care of yourself.
Sam.
Did you know about this?
No. It's news to me, too. I'm sorry that DEADMAN is gone. But he would have been pleased that you managed to extend the UCA network all the way to his lab. Thank you, Sam.
I guess I'm homeward bound.
Missing little Lou that badly?
You know I am.
Come on back, Sam. Lou misses you too.
好啦，咁肥仔咧就翻咗自己嘅冥灘啦，完全估唔到啦！上一集咧佢明明話咧佢根本冇自己嘅冥灘啊！
Somebody lend me a hand!
Hey, Sam. About that message DEADMAN left for you. I hope you understand that he wanted to tell you all that himself. He didn't want it to come from me or anyone else. Naturally, we respected his wishes. We'll also be carrying on his research in his stead. I'm sure you will, but please take care of that last order he left for you. On another note, you can now use your PCC to construct generators and bridges. Build them along your delivery routes, and you're sure to make a ton of other porters very happy. Trust me. Who knows? They might end up returning the favor someday, too. Also, you can now fabricate tri-cruisers. Trikes with 2 front wheels. You'll be able to build, charge, or repair tri-cruisers at any facility with a garage. Like this one. It's a battery-powered vehicle, so if you run out of juice in the wild, you can always construct a generator to recharge it. Just be careful not to run out of battery when you're outside network coverage. You can only use your PCC to build generators or any other structures when you've got a network connection. So without coverage, you'll either have to ditch a dead tri-cruiser or wait forever and a day for the solar panels to recharge it. Once again, thank you for linking up all of Mexico, Sam. Be safe out there, and pay us a bit.
Sam, I just reviewed the list of UCA associates. You can rest easy. any data concerning
我
your
之前
life
逃
on the
走嘅
run has
data
been
咧已經
erased.
查晒啦。
So once you've taken care of DEADMAN's final request, you can come
我處理埋咧肥佬嘅
Access
要
the
求咧，就
terminal
可以翻
on
返
site
屋
for
企
the
啦。
details. I'll take care of Lou. Just focus on the job.
歡送咧小鹿嘅禮物啦！
Nobody's home.
冇人喺屋企嘅，
Maybe
佢哋喺外
outside.
邊。
She can't have gone too far from the shelter.
我哋 B&B 啦。腳跡，等先啊！邊個抽到隻 B？ 有冇人喺度？
What the hell happened? Lou. I patched you up the best I could. What happened to Lou?
We were attacked. It all happened so fast.
Intrusion detected. Intrusion detected. Level 5 alert. Multiple unidentified armed hostiles inbound.
to jump us out of there. But I could only take my equipment with me. And I couldn't possibly think of Lou like that. There was no way for the two of us to escape together. The best I could hope for was to jump Lou out. Just Lou. I couldn't protect Lou. I am so sorry.